Hello. In this lesson I'm going to show you how to start a learner at a different level initial assessment to the default level 1, or even start a learner at diagnostic stage, skipping the initial assessment altogether. Okay, so I've already put a learner onto the system and I'm going to allocate him an initial assessment in English. Okay, so my learner is Andy, any learner, so I'm going to tick him, confirm allocation. So Andy now has an initial assessment at level 1 in English waiting for him in his screen. But I'm not sure that Andy is at level 1. I think Andy is quite lower level, so I'm going to start him at entry level 1 instead, because I don't want him to get a little bit overwhelmed by the level 1 diagnostic initial assessment, sorry. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go down to reports. I'm going to go into my English classes, and then I'm going to find the group that Andy is in. You always group your learners, and this is why, so you can find them nice and easy in the system. My group's called my demo class, my demo group rather, there it is. And I'll click Mark Sheets and Reports and it will take me to my group. Okay, so here's my class at the bottom here. I'm just going to hide the graph so you can see that a little bit clearer. So there's Andy, any learner. So if I click Andy's name, it takes me to his individual learning plan. He hasn't done anything yet. I'll go up to his to-do list, and there's Andy's initial assessment entry level 1 waiting for him to do. I'm going to click to remove that test. So now Andy's to-do list is empty. So now if I go back to home page, I can now allocate any level of initial assessment to Andy that I want to. Okay. So probably the quickest way to do this is if you scroll down again onto the tests and assessments box here, view all tests, click English in this case, and here are listed all of the different tests within the product. So I'm going to go to initial assessments, and over here on the right hand side you can see the initial assessment for entry level 1 in English. Okay. Now there are original ones in here as well as our brand new ones. The original ones are the old initial assessments, so I would suggest you always use the brand new ones, which is this one. So I'm going to click into the little cog here. The cog is always the way you send things to learners. Assign test. And again, you find the learner by group here. My demo group. There's Andy. I'm going to tick his name. Now you can set the dates from, which will default to today, and to. That will be how long the initial assessment stays active in his screen. 2 weeks is the default, and usually with an initial assessment you won't need any longer than that because you'll be with your learner. But you can change that to whatever you like. And there's a little message here. Okay, and you click Assign. And now if I log out of my screen and log in as Andy, okay, so now we can see that Andy has only an initial assessment in entry level 1 instead of the level 1. Now, if you would like to put a learner on diagnostic, skipping initial assessment altogether, it's exactly the same method. Click View All Tests, pick your subject. Instead, now we pick diagnostics and the level that you want to start the learner on. So I've clicked level 1 here, so over on this side, all of these diagnostics are level 1. There does look like a lot, but they're only short. And again, there are original ones and the brand new ones as well, so make sure that you pick the new ones. If it has original written there, that's an old diagnostic you don't need to use. So it was starting here, and you can click the cog and use exactly the same method to assign